Yeah.
All right, here we go. Real talk today. Let's talk about this. This is Kristie. I'm Bob. We're Bob and Kristie. We're Kristie and Bob.
That's us.
Okay, so happy New Year's to everybody. I hope it was safe for everybody. People ask the question if number one, we're able to stay up until midnight. And the answer is not only no, but heck no. I was in bed, I think at like 9:30. You stayed up later than me. The kids did not make it till midnight either because there's people here that light off a lot of fireworks, etc. So we tried to go to sleep before that. So that was our New Year's Eve. Got up on New Year's Day and worked normal. Got up a little bit before 3 a.m. and to get going. We have a lot of things, great things going on at the start of the year, as we always do. But there's something I wanted to talk to you about. Is this? Have you ever heard the term New Year's resolution? Have you heard it? Go ahead and put it in the chat whether you hear about New Year's resolutions.
Yes, yes, yes. Everybody's all heard about them. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Let me ask you this. Why do people have resolutions? You ever wonder about that? Why is there a need for a quote New Year resolution? I just thought about that before I logged on to the broadcast. Why? And I'll tell you what I think the reason is. I think the reason is because you did not keep the word to yourself the previous year. Would that be right?
You made a promise
Does
that you didn't fulfill?
Yeah, you promised yourself something and you broke the promise to yourself. Generally. Now it might be a new promise, but let's take a few, for example. Have some time in your life before today, before year 2025, have you promised yourself that you were going to make more money? Have you promised yourself that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of yeses.
Yep.
People want more money.
Have you also promised yourself that maybe you start exercising more?
Definitely a big one too. Yes. Yep. Get healthier.
Maybe did you promise yourself you're going to take a long overdue vacation? Did you make that promise?
Yep. I said vacation sounds nice. Lots of
Have
yeses.
you maybe made a promise that you're going to pay off credit card bills?
Yep. Paying off debt is huge.
I see a bunch of yeses in the chat.
Lots of people are agreeing.
What about the promise to help friends and family and charity and give money to them? Have you ever made that promise or a resolution?
Yes, definitely important. Helping others. Yes, lots of yeses.
So here's the $1 trillion question. If you've already made the promise to yourself, why did you break the promise? Does anybody ever wonder why? Why did you break the promise to yourself? There's the thought and there's the result, right? So I can't do it this big because it won't fit the screen. The thought, the result, right? So do you want me to tell you what the difference is? It's consistency. So a promise will get you started, but consistency will get you to where you need to go. Now, this is if you're in the right business vehicle, which we are in MLM, right? So we know that. So I listened to some three-way calls of some people of late, right? And there was not enough talk of something which is very important. And frankly, whether it's a three-way call or even meeting people and adding value to people's life, getting to know people, relationships, etc., right? I was at the gas station filling up. There was a young gal who had two kids with her. One was in a car seat, one barely out of a car seat. She was at the gas station, right? I was in the SUV, so it took me a little bit while to fill up. She was in a smaller car, but do you know that she put $5 of gas in her car? Five.
Mhm.
So she came up way after me and she left way before me. Can anybody think of a reason in the world? What would be the reason why somebody would do a hit and run? That's what I call them, hit and run at a gas station for $5. Why is that?
Can't go far from that. Mhm.
Why do you think it is?
Lack of money.
That's the answer.
That's all the money she had.
All the
Got
money
nothing
she
else.
had. No
Yeah.
money, no money, no money, no money, no money, no money, no money. That's the answer. She's broke. Broke is when you don't have money, but broken is when you don't have dreams. There's a big difference.
Mm.
Broke is when you don't have money, but broken is when you don't have dreams. Somebody who is broke does not have to be broken. You just have to have dreams and be in the right business model.
Mm.
Somebody who is broken, now that's a different story because you have to rebuild faith in people, right? And generally, people that can get their faith restored when they start making money or see the right vehicle, etc. But I felt bad for her. I mean, I really did. I really, really, really did. So then I thought, how does somebody wind up that way? And it's not just for her, because she's fighting for her kids. She's fighting for her kids' future. She's fighting for to put clothes on her kids' back. She's fighting to have gas to take the kids to school. She's fighting to pay for lunch for the kids, for school supplies for the kids, for clothes for the
It's
kids.
expensive. You guys know. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, for anybody that has kids, we don't do it for ourselves. We do it for the kids, right? And for those of you that don't have kids, do it for your future kids
Mhm.
or be able to give back to help somebody else's kids, right? But I was thinking about what would be the reason why. Well, the first reason that came to my mind is this. Nobody ever offered her an opportunity,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
You can, and I mean a real opportunity. I mean, she might have a job, she might not, but most people these days work extra hours and or work multiple jobs. It's a fact. A lot of families break down these days because parents both work or one of them works two jobs and it breaks down the family system.
Mhm.
And that's just not here, it's all over the world. So, would you agree with me that maybe nobody ever offered her an opportunity? Would you agree with that?
Yes. Yes.
Everybody's telling me yes so far today.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. That's when y'all tell me yes.
Nope.
Okay. Or there's another possibility in this, which is somebody may have offered her an opportunity and she said no. Is that a possibility?
Yes. Also a
Mhm,
possibility too.
mhm. But there's also a third possibility. Somebody may have offered her an opportunity. She said yes, got involved in something, and then she did not do what? She did not listen. She did not listen. What I mean by listening is this. She did not take the guidance that was offered to her by somebody that was more successful than her.
Mhm.
That's what we do in the MLM. It is a wonderful thing because we teach people, right?
Mhm.
If they listen. Now, I know many of you on this broadcast, and my hope for you is that you listen faster. That's why I don't have it on now because it's chilly, but listen faster.
Mhm.
If you listen faster, your check will go up. If you don't listen, your check will go down. If you listen slowly, your check will be slowly. There's a direct correlation to that, right? Because I think what we need to start directing our conversation when we're talking about people, because MLM is about people. MLM is about providing a solution to people's problems. That's what the business is about.
Correct.
People come into MLM because they are seeking, I don't care what anybody says, they're seeking a better life, right?
100%.
Somebody said, well, people join MLM. Somebody's told me this other day, and I did not agree with it at all. And I still don't, and I never will. That some people just come into MLM because of they want to be just part of a community just by itself. Partially true. The other part of it is they want to make money too.
Of course.
So somebody said, well, you can't help those people. And I'm like, no, yes, you can. And you better. Well, at the end of the day, we're doing a business. So the difference between somebody making it and not making it as the sponsor could be you, meaning that you teach them the right way to do things. That's all. Sometimes it can be painful for them and for you, I understand, but growth is painful, right? Everybody kind of knows when I was playing soccer with the kids, I hurt my knee. I was at physical therapy and I'm going back again today and I have it the next day and all the time. I'll tell you right now, it hurts. It absolutely hurts. But it's progress. I know my knee when I'm done and it's sore and I have to ice it and I have to hobble around and everything else, it hurts, right? It's painful, but hopefully it's temporary. And if not, then try to get it better for surgery and then I'll recover faster that way. So what I want everybody to understand is why we do stuff, right? So when you're talking to people, instead of 99% of the conversation about antioxidants, about 99% about ingredients, why don't you start to mold that conversation a little bit and start talking about people's lives? And I'm going to help you with that. It's very simple. It's the same for people all over the world. The first one starts with an F, family. I guarantee you, you talk to people about their family, and let me tell you the things that you're going to hear. It's painful for them. They don't get to spend enough time with their family.
That's huge.
Oh,
So
it's
all
everything.
about, yes.
It's everything. Raising your kids right is everything. Making sure your kids are great human beings, that's everything.
Bob's dad has just turned 90, as you guys know. We shared that with you. And to have him over for Christmas and see the kids spend time with, like, you could see the light in his eyes, like, just sparkle when he's around. It's just those moments. You guys know that.
Also, too, do you know how many times that I've heard people say that they don't want to have more kids because it's too expensive? That is very, very, very painful. Let's make no mistake about it. Every day around the world, every second of every day around the world, every day around the world, holidays or not, people are suffering. So family is a great thing to talk to people about. Why they do the business. Let's talk about the second thing, which I don't hear people talking about much to people. O's occupation. Most people are in a job that they hate. Not only don't like, they hate it. They definitely don't like getting stuck in traffic. They don't like it. They definitely don't think they're getting paid enough either. I promise you. And they don't think their value is there, that they're contributing. And that That is a big thing with people, right? People want to belong to a cause bigger than themselves, something worthy. Just like I do, just like Kristie does. Our dreams are to help you reach yours. I would never do a business just for the sake of doing business, just for the sake of money, right? I'm beyond that in my life.
Yeah. If our heart's not in it, then
My wallet's not either.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple with us, right? So you can positively, and I'm not saying income promises or anything, but you can put people into a business or give them a business, QuiAri, MLM, to allow them, to give them a chance. You're going to put them into the right vehicle, right? And I promise you, when they get into something and they start to see a little bit of success, their job becomes better. And I'll tell you why, because they have hope. The job, they won't be as bitter. The drive will be nicer. Getting stuck in traffic won't be as painful as it was before, right? That's important. Let's talk about R and recreation. How much more free time would people like to have?
Big one.
It's huge. Kristie and I, as everybody knows, we take the kids to school every morning, pick them up every afternoon. Like Riley is back in school now, thankfully. She was wild over the holidays.
Hurricane Riley.
Yeah, Hurricane Riley. But this morning, when it was time for her to go back to school, and the boys, they're Tyler and Logan, they're not in school yet. They start at next week. But guess what happened? They get to ride with us to take Riley to school. They got to spend time because Tyler and Logan went to the same school. They get to go back and see their teachers, which was
so nice.
Which is great. They got to help drop Riley off, which is great. They got to carry Riley's backpack, which is fantastic.
That was helpful.
Very helpful, right? But it's the freedom of time. Yeah. So important. So important.
To do those things, to feel like you have that time, to do the little things that make you happy, that make you you.
Would you like to spend more time playing soccer? Going to the beach? Taking more vacations without your check going in the toilet? What about that? Would you like to be able to do it? I promise you, if you do, so do they. So why is it we don't talk about these things to people?
It's like it gets skipped over, but it's
the most important thing. It goes to the heart of why people do the business.
Correct.
Right? That's why. And then the last, which is important, is money.
Very important. We talk about it all the time.
Somebody said to me, here's another one, I just shook my head. Well, money doesn't make you happy. I know this. Being broke sure as hell doesn't make you happy either. That I know. So can you be unhappy when you have money? Sure.
Sure, of course.
Can you be broke, right, and unhappy? Yep. So if you're going to be happy, would you rather have money not being one of the sources of unhappiness? Of course. Do you know how many people I've talked to that have pain in their lives because they don't have money? They get tense. Okay, let me ask you this. Do any of you get tense when you know your credit card bill's coming? I used to be like that when I was younger because I knew damn well I didn't have the money to pay it. My car payment would come up. My day would get better if the bill didn't come into the mail. That is nonsense. That is a lie. I was telling myself a lie. I hope it doesn't come.
It's coming.
Right? And I used to too, because I would sit from my window in front of the house. And if that mailman, if he went in that mailbox twice, I thought, that meant he was leaving a lot of bills in there.
Oh, no.
Most good news doesn't come in the mail. It's bills back then, right? It's true. But when you have the money, right, It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right? So somebody just and here, I'm gonna tell you how much I pay attention. And can I be real with everybody for a second?
Please.
I mean, straight up. I'm gonna be straight up. Somebody just put in the chat, oh, they don't want to hear too many stories. They want to know how the business works. Here's an idea for you. Go read the damn website. Go read that. Go to Get Paid in 5. It will tell you every single thing you need to know about the business. But we are talking about real life here for a second. We are talking about people for a second. We are talking about dreams for a second. So just by your question alone, you don't understand the business because you don't understand people. So if you want to learn, stay. If not, then don't. It's okay. But I am never in a trillion years going to change trying to help people improve your lives.
We're different, and that's what sets us apart from not just any company, but we are the company because we care about every single person. So when we talk about FORM, that's the why, that's the people, that's what motivates people to do the business, to get into MLM, and to be part of QuiAri.
I've only been doing this 35 years and have helped countless people get to where they need to go. So anything in life starts with people. When I arrested people as a policeman, I took time to get to know them because they're a person. Mm-hmm. That's why. We are people first here. Period. That's important. So I hope I set that record straight for everybody for a second. So whoever that person's sponsor is, please give them a hand. Okay? Because they need to do what? Listen faster. So what I'm asking for everybody to do here is this. My New Year's resolution for you is this. Please listen faster. Please help other people listen faster. Please help people. Mm-hmm. Reasons come first, answers come second. When you figure out the why, the how comes very easy. If you never figure out the why, you'll never figure out the how. Does that make sense to everybody? So when we're talking to people, please, let's spend some time doing what with them? Building relationships. That is the key to this. Building relationships with people. Important. And it all goes down to those 4 things. Even if you're not in business with somebody, you still want to know how their family is. You still want to know how their job or their life is going. You still want to know about free time. You still want to their pain. Those of us at the high level, we eliminate pain from people's lives. That's what we do. We are ambassadors of hope. That's what we do. Mm-hmm. Great products, absolutely. Great comp plan, absolutely. Great looking website, absolutely. But it has to be people first.
Where it all starts.
Yeah. That's where it all starts, and that's where it all ends. Mm-hmm. So I hope you've received this message. Please note, next Thursday, Miss Riley, Kristie and I have a dental appointment that we need to be at with her. But mm-hmm. This is one of the things that is important about life is that we absolutely do not miss. We are always together, right? Because mm-hmm. We've earned that right to be together. Mm-hmm. We've earned that right to be with the kids together, because that's the one big benefit of wealth that I would say is over anything else is that it's time. Time, yes. Pretty soon I'll be 59, right? So I know everybody has an expiration date. So it is important. No, it's true. But it's important that we use our time to add value to people. That's the highest calling of life right mm-hmm. there. It is. I'm telling you, it is. So in our business, it gives us the opportunity to reach out and help millions of people around the world. And that is what is most
That's what it's all about.
important to me.
So focus on that for 2025. Focus on form, whoever you talk to, whether it's business or that. Open up to them, connect with them, share the business opportunity with them so you can help them as well. Ambassadors of Hope. That was a huge takeaway.
And
so mark your calendars for it's Thursday, January 16th. Same place, same time, just 2 weeks.
I think we'll be ready to by then to release something to you.
Oh my gosh.
I'll go into that something on the 16th.
It is coming along so good. You guys are going to be super fired up.
I'm not even going to tell you what it is. I want you to focus on people between now and then. So on behalf of myself, Kristie, everybody at corporate, thank you. Happy New Year's to everybody. We love you. Please be careful. Let's get those resolutions to help other people. That should be #1 resolution for everybody. So thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Woo-hoo! See you later.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Love you guys.